Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are looking at data handling, which is the start of chapter 18, and we're basically going to be learning how to take a data, put it in different formats, as well as analyzing data. Okay, so firstly we're going to be looking at a stem and leaf plot. So you will be giving a set of data like these numbers on the screen, and then you have to put it in this table format that is shown on the screen. Okay, so you'll see you have your stems and your leaves, and then you have a heading. So first step, provide a heading. The heading is nurses' ages. Then draw a stem column, draw a leaf column, and fill in accordingly. Now you're probably wondering, what is a stem and leaf? Okay, a stem is everything but the last unit in a number, and leaves is the last unit. So if we look at 38, your stem is 3 and your leaf is 8. Because 8 is the last number, it will be your leaf, and everything before that would be your stem. But there's only one number, it would be 3. Okay, let's look at if you had 3 numbers, so 125. Okay, your stem is everything but the last unit, so it would be everything before 5. So 12 would be your stem, and 5 would be your leaf. Alright, let's put this into practice. Alright, so we have our first practice question. It says draw a stem and leaf plot to represent the following results that the grade 8s achieved for their exam. So these are all their marks that they received. And the first step that you want to do is put this data in order. Because if you look over here, you will see that all this data is in order. If you don't put it from smallest to biggest, you're not going to get it right. Okay, so that's your first step that you're going to do. So if you look at the screen here, you're going to look for your smallest number, which is 8. Okay, now when you're rewriting the order of these numbers, I want you to cross out every time you write a number. So write down 8, cross it out. The reason being is when you have a big data set like this, the chances of you missing a number are high. Okay? So if you cross it out and you keep going through all the numbers and eventually you see you've missed one, then you can just add it in. But if you don't cross out the numbers, you'll never notice if you miss one. And if you miss one, the rest of your calculations, your data, your graphs, everything is going to be wrong after that. So this is why this little detailed step is so important. Okay, let's look at the next number. The next number is 10, so you write it down, cross it out. Then we have 12, write it down, cross it out, and you're going to keep doing that until you get all the numbers in order. Okay, I'm not going to show you how to cross out every single number. It is pretty straightforward. You can do it by yourselves. Alright, here's my order of my numbers from smallest to biggest written out, and now that I've done that, I can draw my stem and leaf. So first you're going to provide a heading. So I wrote grade 8's achievements for their exam. If you wrote it in a different word order but has the same meaning, that is perfectly fine, as long as it means the same thing. Okay, then you're going to draw a vertical line, a horizontal line, and then a heading, stem, and leaves, and then you're going to fill it in from smallest to biggest. Okay, so our smallest number is a single number, which is 8. Because it's a single number, the 8 will be in your leaf column. And because there's no number in front of it, you put 0 as your stem. Okay, because 0 and 8 put together is still 8. It doesn't change the value of the number. Do you see? Okay. Then our next set of numbers are tens. Okay, so each one of these that I've just grouped, their stems are 1s. Okay, so in stem you put 1, and then every number after 1 you put in the leaf. So you're going to put 0 in the leaf, 2 in the leaf, 6 in the leaf, 7 in the leaf, and 7 in the leaf, which will give you this format over there. Okay, then you look at the next category, which is your 20s. Okay, so your stem is 2, and everything after 2 will be your leaves. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Okay, then our next category or group is 30s. So our stems are 3, and our leaves is everything after 3. So 1, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Okay, do you see what we're doing? We're taking the last unit in a number and putting it in leaves, and everything before that is our stem. But because there's only 2 numbers in each of these, your first number is your stem and your second number is your leaf in one set of numbers, if that makes sense. Alright, then we do not have 40, so we just skip it, we move on. Okay, the next set is our 50s. Okay, so our stem is 5 and everything after 5 is our leaf. So we have 2, 5, 5, 5, and 6. Do you notice that I'm putting a dot under every leaf just so you can see it? Alright, then we have our next category, which is 60s. We only have 2 numbers here, so our stem is 6 and our leaf is 2 and 7. Okay, then we have 70s. So our stem is 7 and our leaves are everything after 7. So 1, 2, and 7. Alright, then you'll see again we don't have any 80s. Alright, so we just skip it. We don't have to write it, we just skip it. Alright, and then we go to our last set, which is 90s, and we only have one number, which is 99. So your stem is 9 and your leaves is 9. Now I'm going to show you how you read this. Okay, so this is 22, 23, 24, and so forth. That's how you read this column. Okay, let's look at another example. It says, draw a stem and leaf plot to represent the following heights of learners in centimeters. Now this time we are dealing with hundreds, so our numbers in our stem are going to be more than 1, unlike this example that we just had on the screen. Okay, so firstly what I want you to do is put all of this in order. Remember to cross out as you go. I'm not going to show you how to cross out, we already did that. Here is my data in order for you, and now we can draw a stem and leaf. So first we want to do is do a heading, or write a heading, height of learners in centimeters, and then you want to draw a vertical line, horizontal line with the heading stem and leaves, and then we're going to fill in. So our first set is 140. Okay, so remember that your stem is everything but the last unit. So in our first number we have 146. Our last unit is 6. So everything before that is the stem, which is 14. So 14 is our stem and 6 is our leaf. Okay, let's look at the next one. Our stem will be 14 and our leaf will be 9. Okay, then we're going to go to our next category, which is 150. Alright, and again everything before the last unit is your stem. So here it would be 15 as your stem and then 0 as your leaf. 15 as your stem, 1 as your leaf. 15 as your stem, 2 as your leaf, and so forth. So this one, 3 will be your leaf, 4 will be your leaf, 5 will be your leaf, 5, 6, and 9 will be the leaf, and 15 will be the stem. Okay. Then we're going to look at 160s. Alright, here our stem will be 16. Alright, and everything after 16 is our leaf. So 0, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, and 9. Okay, then our next number is 170, which we only have 3 numbers here. So 17 is our stem, and everything after that is our leaf. So 0, 7, and 8. And then our last set is 180. Okay, so 18 is our stem, and everything after that is our leaf. So 0, 1, and 3. So do you see your stem is everything but the last unit, and then your leaves are your last unit in one number. Okay, so how are we going to read this? We're going to say 180, 181, 183. Alright. Then we are going to be looking at frequency and tally tables. Now on the screen you'll see we got an example of a frequency and tally table. So firstly you have your categories on the first column. Your second column is your tally. Now a tally is the amount drawn in line form instead of numbers. Okay, so we have 3 Ranger bikes, so we draw 3 lines, and then our total is 3. This is supposed to be frequency. Okay. Then how a tally works is, once you get to your 5th number or your 5th line, you draw through 4 lines. Okay, and then you restart the next section. So if you look at mountain, we have 5, and then we start a new one. So then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one goes through the 4 lines, and we keep keeping it set like that so that it's easier to read, because then we count 5, 10, 15, 20, and so forth. Okay, then we have our total, which is adding each number together, and that will provide the total amount. Okay, let's put this into practice. So we're going to use our practice 1 from our stem and leaf in order to draw our frequency table. It is always easier to put your data in a stem and leaf form and then draw a frequency table. Okay. Now, you're not going to be given this frequency table in a test, so you need to know how to draw this firstly, and you also need to know how to group your data. Okay, so you'll see I've gone from 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, and so forth. So I'm going up in 9s basically. Okay, 9 spaces between each one. Okay, now you guys could have gone 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40. Okay, you basically can group it anyway. This is the easiest way, I think. Alright, the one thing you just need to make sure of is that you end with one number and you start with the next number. So you'll see we end with 9 and we start with 10. You cannot end with 9 and then start with 9 again, because then if you have 9 as a number, you're going to count your tally 9 over there and 9 over there, and then you're repeating yourself, and you cannot repeat a number. Okay, so make sure it ends at one number and begins at another number. Okay, I just want to erase this. Okay, so if we look at our stem and leaf, the numbers between 0 and 9, there are only one number, it's 8. Okay, so we have one number, which is 8, so we put one line in the tally and the number 1 in the frequency column. Okay, then 0 to 19, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So you're going to draw a tally of 5. So 4 lines with the 5th line through them, and then 5 in your frequency. Okay, I'm not going to keep paging back to my stem and leaf plot to keep yours next to it so you can fill in accordingly. Alright, so 20 to 29, we have 5 sets of numbers. So again, we draw the 4 lines with the 5th one through, and we write 5 in our frequency. 30 to 39 is 5. 40 to 49, there is no number. So in tally, you leave a blank. And in frequency, you write 0. Okay. You cannot put anything in tally, because if you put one line, it means 1. Okay, and there's no line that represents 0. So we just leave a blank. Okay. 50 to 59 is 5. 60 to 69 is 2. 70 to 79 is 3 numbers. And 80 to 89, again, there was no numbers there, so we put 0, nothing in the tally. And then 90 to 99 is 1 number. Okay? And then you're going to add each one together, so you're going to say 1 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 0 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 0 plus 1, and it will give you 27. Now, this is the point where you can go check your answers. Now, let's go all the way back to show, so I can show you how to check your answer. You are going to count how many numbers are on this list. Okay? You should count 27 numbers. If we go back here, you'll see your total is 27. If those two correspond, you know you've done it correctly. If they don't, that means you probably missed a number somewhere. Okay? So, that's how you can double check your answer. Alright, when you're done, you can go and do your exercise 18.2, page 2 and 2, question 1 and 2. And then on the next video, we're going to be looking at mean, mode, range, and medium. Alright, so stay tuned for that. See you guys next time. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.